y'all doing this fine evening? It was a very nice day today, I shall say. This is the Club of the Man 1993, and he are here live. We are here live for another live review, as we now have the first pay-per-view of 2020 to review. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 left after this. Royal Rumble, NXT TakeOver Portland, AEW Revolution, and Elimination Chamber. Then we're caught up. Now, tomorrow I will do the 2019 Royal Rumble match recap and results, the retros I would do to continue on my retro series for the Royal Rumbles. So I will do those tomorrow. Those will be pre-recorded and uploaded, though. They will not be live. And then after that, I do my Royal Rumble review. But we're almost done, guys. Nearing the end of getting all caught up on this channel. It's going to feel so good to get caught up for sure. But we're going to talk about the next pay-per-view again. It's NXT TakeOver Blackpool II, which took place on January 12th, 2020. Exactly 1 year from the first NXT UK TakeOver pay-per-view, which was also in Blackpool. This was at the Empress Ballroom in what was the place called again? In Blackpool, Lancashire, England. There was 5 matches on this show. Overall, it was not really too special, guys. I'd say out of the 3 UK takeovers, this one was probably the weakest. There wasn't really too much story development, I'd say, on the show. The matches were okay. Most of them felt like you could have seen them on an actual episode of NXT UK. Very little story development. Again, the main storylines going into this card was the storyline between Imperium and Galas. And I just still thought that storyline was okay, but it was weird to me because it's both 2 heel stables with the same common goal, right? But it still the whole time felt like Imperium was overshadowing Galas to begin with, in my opinion. I would say again, this was not a horrible show. It's not really a show to go back and watch again, though. Again, it was a pretty skippable show, but with some decent wrestling matches, I'll give it that. It wasn't completely a waste of time. But, I'm still going to review it and talk about it, but a show I wouldn't really go back and watch again. Now, also, I must address, because before anybody in the live chat, there's anybody in the live chat right now, nope, starts asking, I did read the rumors about, the reports, reports, that Roman Reigns is now out for WrestleMania 36. I will address that tomorrow in my SmackDown review. I will address that tomorrow night. So just hang tight on that. It will get talked about. But let's talk about TakeOver Blackpool 2. There was no match on the pre-show. The first match we had was a match between Trent Seven and Eddie Dennis. Eddie Dennis had just recently returned from an 8-month injury. He was gone for 8 months with a torn, I think, pectoral muscle, I think it is. And he had surgery, so he was gone for a while. He came back, and the first person, again, he tries to, go after was Trent Seven. And this match was, again, a match that felt like it could have taken place. It wasn't a pay-per-view caliber match, though, I felt. It felt like more of like a segment that could have happened on an episode, on a TV match instead of TakeOver, I thought. The one spot that was nice, though, was when Eddie Dennis hit Trent Seven with a razor's edge into a ring crew member. And the only thing that really happened in this match besides that was just a turnbuckle was exposed. Again, it felt like just a regular TV match rather than an actual pay-per-view match. Eddie Dennis got the win, though, as I felt he should have, to get him rolling again. Again, I definitely do see some potential for sure in Eddie Dennis. I keep putting him over because he does have a backstory to the founding fathers of NXT UK to back himself up. But nothing really too special to start off the show. But that's what we got there for the first match. The second match on the card was a triple threat match for the NXT UK Women's Championship. It was the UK champion Kaylee Ray taking on Toni Storm and Piper Nevin. The story going into this match was that Kaylee Ray had defeated Toni Storm at TakeOver Cardiff. And obviously, with being one of Toni Storm's friends, well, close friends, she kind of like exposed that basically Kaylee Ray basically exposed that Toni's pretty much nothing without this championship. And they kind of told that story pretty good, I thought, as Toni disappeared after losing the title in Cardiff. But in Piper Nevin, gets works her way up the ranks and obviously earns her way to getting a UK Women's title shot. Toni Storm comes back and it's like, step aside for a second, let me take care of this. So it caused tension between them, which led to this being a triple threat match. Alright match again, nothing really too special. I didn't think Kaylee Ray was gonna retain the championship here. I thought maybe Piper Nevin would win the championship here. Again, until recently, I was not feeling Kaylee. At this point, I was still not feeling Kaylee Ray as women's champion. I just felt like it was just too soon. I felt she needed to be developed a little bit first before becoming champion. I still felt, and I still do honestly feel, Toni Storm should have had a longer run with the women's championship. I think she could. I think here she probably could have dropped the title. I thought, but Kaylee Ray won with a very uneventful looking ending, and the feud continued though again with Kaylee Ray and Toni Storm, and even with Piper Nevin as well, because Toni Storm basically wanted one more shot. She's had this obsession with getting her revenge on Kaylee Ray, the woman who was once her friend, but then business obviously, and got in the way of their friendship, and Kaylee Ray cared more about that and decided just to mentally destroy Toni Storm. Even though it didn't seem like it was much, it was a lot. And then Piper Nevin, of course, Toni's friend, obviously, is still looking out for her, but at the same time, she wants her opportunity as well. So I think what's going to happen is, since, of course, Kaylee Ray did retain the I Quit match, I think we're going to see Kaylee Ray and Piper Nevin at TakeOver Devlin. And I think that's where we'll see Piper Nevin win the championship, and Toni Storm will fully turn heel. Because I haven't watched any UK episodes yet since I did my last review, which I'm going to try to do soon. Again, I will watch them and to get them all caught up in time before the next UK Takeover in Dublin at the end of April, if it still happens. This is what's all going on right now. But I think what's going to happen is Piper Nevin will win in Dublin. And that's when Toni Storm will turn full on heel and just take any chance she gets getting that championship back. I think that's the plan going forward for that. Or if that doesn't happen, she may go to NXT full time. I think it may be time for Toni Storm to move to NXT for sure. After at least, I think if she at least gets a championship opportunity as a heel, I think she'll at least do that before going to NXT full time. I feel like it's time. She doesn't really have anything else left to do inside the UK at this point right now, and she's definitely got tons of potential down the line for her, for sure, I'll say. But so Kaylee Ray retains here, kind of a very uneventful ending. Alright match, alright storytelling though, I will say as well, for sure. So that's all we got for this match. The third match we had, which was my match of the night personally, it was this match between Trent Seven and between Tyler Bate and Jordan Devlin. Very good match. Story going in this match, again, Tyler Bate, one of the founding fathers of NXT UK again. Around this time, started transitioning to this role being more of like a mentor to like the new talent. And Jordan Devlin, of course, who, again, has had his reasons to believe he deserves better opportunity than what he's been getting in the UK. So he's been like going after the young guys. And then now basically Tyler Bate wants to kind of like, teach him a lesson, basically. And I thought this match was very good. Worked well together between two of these superstars. And Tyler Bate won. I thought it would be nice to see Jordan Devlin. I thought Jordan Devlin would win this match for sure. He would win the Cruiserweight Championship in about a week and a half, about almost 2 weeks after this at the Worlds Collide tournament. So I would be shocked. I wouldn't be against seeing Devlin and Bate have a match for the Cruiserweight title, because this is good. I'm sure with the title on the line, they could take it up the level. But this is probably one of the few matches that felt like a solid, clean pay-per-view match on this show, I will say. But definitely my match of the night. Bate won. And I'm just waiting to see what direction they go next with Tyler Bate. I still have this inkling at some point soon, either him or Seven's going to turn heel. I think one of them could use it for something fresh right now for sure. I think they're starting to run their mileage as baby faces, I feel. other than a feud with each other. But I think it's going to come at some point, I think. So, that's what I got there for this match. Match number 4 is a fatal 4-way ladder match for the NXT UK Tag Team Championships. It was the NXT UK Tag Team Champions Galas taking on Grizzled Young Veterans, Liverpool's number 1 Zach Gibson and his protege James Drake, taking on Imperium's Marcel Barthel and Fabian Eichner, and the South Wales Subculture Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews. I did kind of set my expectations a little bit too high for this match, I felt. All 4 of these teams are good, don't get me wrong. This was not really the cleanest ladder match. There was several botches in this match. It was a little sloppy. There was one part in this match, though, where Andrews and Webster kind of prevented a botch when they took they botched a Coffey. There was a Mark Coffey had botched a table spot, but then they turned that botch into a double swanton on the fly, basically to make up for it, which was awesome. But other than that, I wouldn't say this was one of the cleanest ladder matches I've really seen. It's a little sloppy, several botches, and then to my surprise, Galas retained. I guess that's the best way that they're trying to keep Galas looking strong, by being the tag champions. I don't know. Again, ever since Imperium, started up though, and they kind of took over the brand, I still feel, me personally, that Galas is not really that powerful unit they were when they first came in. I still personally thought this is when Barthel and Eichner should have won the tag titles, and I still think they should be tag champions right now. Again, they're an awesome tag team, even though I still don't get why Walter needs to have a stable with him. I still think it is benefiting, Barthel and Eichner for sure. So those two are awesome together as a tag team. Maybe in Dublin they'll get the tag titles. I don't know, but I still think they should have won this match instead of Galas. Like, if the South Wales Subculture couldn't have a long reign as tag champions, I just didn't think Galas. If it was maybe a year ago, I would say yeah, sure, Galas gets a longer title reign. But I didn't think that they. I just feel like Imperium's the hottest act right now, and I feel like they should be having the tag titles on them instead. Just my opinion, though. And then the main event, it was Walter taking on the leader of Galas, Joe Coffey. So leader versus leader of each of the big stables. I'll give the credit, this was a pretty good match. It was long, didn't feel like it didn't need to be as long as it was, but it was a pretty good physical match with some storytelling involved in it. Alexander Wolf did get involved in this match, and then Ilya Dragunov came down as well, because Ilya Dragunov was kind of like the honorary member of Galas in this feud to make it 4-on-4 instead of 4-on-3. So he came down to obviously get Alexander Wolf out of the way. Walter went after him, but then when Dragunov tried to get his compass on Walter, he had inadvertently, by accident, caused Joe Coffey a minor knee injury. But it affected Coffey that Walter was able to retain the UK title. And then recently they just had like a mini feud wherever Dragunov and Coffey had a match, which he put over Dragunov, which they said, we're good basically, even though, once again, Galas has kind of went back full on heel again, I can see. Although sometimes I still can't tell, are they full on heels now? Are they baby faces? Are they just tweeners? I'm feeling them more being tweeners right now, because Imperium's definitely the more powerful heels, I gotta say. But after the match, though, we had Imperium pose in the ring until they were attacked by the surprising appearance of the Undisputed Era. They beat down Imperium, obviously just to kind of, hype up their match at Worlds Collide, that 8-on-8 tag team match they had, Imperium Undisputed Era. That's how it happened. Not a bad main event, and that's going to do it for this show. Again, it felt more like an episode of NXT UK, like a strong episode of NXT UK than an actual pay-per-view to me. I don't know, I just didn't really think it was the most exciting show I've watched, but it was decent. I'll give it a C+. C+ for NXT UK TakeOver over Blackpool II. Tyler's in the live chat saying how Mania should be postponed and mentioning about Roman being out of Mania. Again, I did hear that, but I will wait till tomorrow to address that in my SmackDown review. But that'll be tomorrow, guys. Again, tomorrow I will also do, again, it'll be pre-recorded, but my Royal Rumble 2019 recap and review of the Rumble match from 2019. And since I didn't get to do them around the Rumble this year, since I wasn't here on YouTube, I will do them that way. I get my retro series for the Rumbles caught up. I will do those tomorrow and upload them. And I'll also try to do my Royal Rumble review at least tomorrow. Again, we are getting close to the end, guys, including those 2 recap and review videos. I have 5 left now. Wait, 5? No, 6. 6. I have those 2, the Rumble, Revolution, TakeOver Portland, and an Elimination Chamber. So yes, nearing the end, guys. Almost all caught up with this channel for sure. And then after that, we'll see what we got time for. If you did not get to do it already, also, guys, make sure to check out my review of the Dark Side of the Ring Chris Benoit documentary. I did that earlier today. And also, as I haven't mentioned it for a while, in the description box down below is also the link to my WrestleMania documentary, since of course that was one of the biggest projects that I have on this channel right now. Definitely check out that video to spread some WrestleMania cheer again from all this. And also, again, like I said before, make sure to check out my Benoit review as well. So guys, what were your thoughts on NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool 2? Again, I gave it a C+. Decent show, but it didn't really feel like a pay-per-view to me. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. There's always a slap a like on the video, subscribe or comment to my channel, follow me on Twitter at DemandAir93. That, guys, I will see you all later. Have a great rest of your night. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow for my videos to come tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.